loves it, including Great Aunt Loretta, Grandpa's sister.
Have I got news for you?
Can't wait to hear it.
Listen, I met Bob the boat in Miss Smiley's cafe, and he's going away for the night. So, I'm going to stay on his boat and look after it.
Hooray! Can I come? Can I have a sleepover on the boat? Please?
No, Josh, I don't think we can expect Aunt Loretta to look after you and the boat.
Quite, and I don't think she should go alone. I'll come and help you, Loretta.
What possible help could you be, Grandpa?
Now, you know what you're like in strange places. You get all spooked.
I do not get all spooked. There'll be nothing to spook me. And if there is, I've got Ratty to keep me safe.
Oh, well, we needn't worry then, need we?
Loretta, are you sure?
Have green gloop will travel.
Green Gloop is Aunt Loretta's disgusting spinach and sprout shake.
Thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in.
This isn't going to end well.
No.
Nope.
Oh, yes. Tonight she was going to find out about things that go bump on a boat. So that evening, Bob told her how everything worked.
And here's your bed, Loretta. There.
That's lovely, that is.
Well, that should cover everything.
What about the,
All right.
Great Aunt Loretta never says the word toilet out loud because she thinks it's rude.
Here, I'll show you how it works.
So, Bob showed her how it worked.
There you go. Easy, eh?
Easy lemon squeezy. And I've got Ratty to keep me safe.
Just as well, because my boat can be quite spooky at night time. You don't want to be spooked, do you?
You.
Well, that's it. I'm off.
And off went Bob, leaving Great Aunt Loretta alone on the boomerang with Ratty to keep her safe.
You will keep me safe, won't you?
Back home, Grandpa was going to read me a story.
Well, I wonder how Loretta's getting on.
We were about to find out.
Hello? Mill on the Marsh.
Oh, I can't open the window, it's stuck. And I can't turn off the stove, it won't budge. And worst of all, I can't flush the...
I'll be right there, Loretta. She can't open the window, or turn off the stove, or flush the...
Of course she can't.
And soon, everything was working perfectly.
Oh, right, thank you. Right, run along, I'm fine.
So, Uncle CJ came back to the mill and left her on the boat with Ratty.
She won't last the night alone, Josh. For one thing, she'll break everything on Bob's boat.
Right, all done. Time for bed, Josh. I'll go get you some milk.
And I think I'll have an early night, CJ. There's nothing for it, Josh. Who knows what will happen if she's left alone? I'll have to go.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
Now you know when Grandpa shrinks, he can run so fast you can't catch him. Grandpa! And his magic can make things go, like my cousin Jason's car. Come back! Or the Sunnysands train. Today, he jumped into my helicopter.
Open the door, please. Don't worry, Josh. I'll be back.
And with that, Grandpa flew out of the window. Very soon, Grandpa arrived at Bob's boat, the Boomerang, and landed on the deck. Inside, Great Aunt Loretta had got into bed, and she was already feeling spooked.
I don't like this very much. You keep a lookout, Ratty.
Just then, Grandpa slid down the banisters and ran across the floor to hide. Suddenly, an owl hooted.
What was that?
Great Aunt Loretta dropped Ratty.
I think it's a wolf. Oh, Ratty. Oh, Ratty, where are you?
Grandpa kicked Ratty back to Great Aunt Loretta.
Oh, there you are. Oh, how did you get there?
Just then, a breeze blew and the boat began to make creaky noises.
What's that creaky noise? It's a monster and it's coming to get me. Oh.
Great Aunt Loretta upset the green glue.
What are we going to do, Ratty? There's a wolf and a monster and it's all too spooky for me. I know. Glass of water.
Grandpa saw the green glue dripping all over Bob's shiny floor. He got a bucket to catch the drips. Just then, the wind began to blow.
What's that noise? Ah! This is getting worse and worse. Oh, the monster's howling because he's hungry. Go away, spooky monsters. Shoo, shoo. Perhaps he's after my green glue. Ah! He's had it already. Or someone has. Oh, I don't like this, Ratty. There's something in here.
Grandpa turned off the tap that she'd left running.
Oh, I'm going to shut the window so nothing else spooky can get in here. Oh, more water.
He had to hide, and fast. Grandpa was too late.
Ah,
She saw the cloth moving.
Spooky thing moving on the draining board. Ah!
Great Aunt Loretta grabbed the phone. I couldn't sleep. I was really worried about Grandpa. As soon as I heard the phone, I jumped out of bed.
All right, Loretta, yes, just keep calm. I'll be right there. No, there won't be a monster. I promise. Calm down. I'll have to go. I'll wake Grandpa up so he can look after you.
No! I mean, I can come with you. I'm wide awake. Maybe I can help.
Go and get dressed.
So off we went to the boomerang.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, it's been terrible.
And while Great Aunt Loretta told Uncle CJ all about the spooky stuff, I found Grandpa.
First there was a wolf.
An owl.
And then there was a hungry monster.
The wind.
And then there was something spooky moving on the draining board.
Ah, that was me, under the dishcloth. Whoops.
I'll tell you what, Loretta. Come up on deck and I'll show you what's making the noises.
So Uncle CJ took her up on deck, and I got to chat to Grandpa.
Oh, Josh, am I glad to see you. Now, here's what I want you to do. You've got to convince Loretta that she has a brilliant imagination, that it was all in her head, right?
Right.
And then you can go home with Uncle CJ, and I'll follow in the helicopter, right?
Right.
See? It was just a breeze and the ropes making the creaky noise, and the wind making a howly noise, and an owl making a hooty noise.
No, it was a monster, I tell you. A spooky monster.
Great Aunt Loretta was going to be hard to convince.
Josh, I didn't realise you'd brought your helicopter. Best not leave it on deck, eh?
Bother.
I was going to have to get Grandpa home some other way now. He told me to get on with the plan.
The thing is, Great Aunt Loretta, you have such a brilliant imagination. You're so clever.
Oh, really? Oh, well, maybe I am.
Yes, you heard the creaky sound in the wind and you imagined they were wolves and monsters.
You could be right. I do have ever such a good imagination.
So good that you imagine this cloth was a spooky thing. Woo!
Do you know you're right? Ooh, so Ratty did look after me after all. It was all in my head. My very clever head.
Come on, into bed with you.
While Uncle CJ got her back into bed, I quickly picked up Grandpa and put him in my pocket.
Hey, good job Grandpa wasn't here. He'd have been frightened out of his wits.
When we got back home, I ran upstairs. I put Grandpa down. He took off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
We did it, Josh. I stopped Bob's boat from being ruined, and you calmed Loretta down. What do we call it? Teamwork. I've got to go. I'm supposed to be in bed.
Here you are, Josh. Back to bed now, my little hero.
The next morning, Bob came round to thank Great Aunt Loretta.
You're welcome, Bob.
So it wasn't at all spooky, eh?
Oh no, you and Ratty weren't spooked, were you, Loretta?
Of course we weren't. As if I'd be worried about spooky things. Whoa.
No. Oh, I guess you need a really good imagination to believe in spooky things.
That's right. Oh.
Whistling widdershins. It's the witches. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. How now, you secret black and midnight hags? Why, fancy that. It's the captain. What is't you do? Making a nice cup of tea, ducks. 1 lump or 2? Feel better for that, I dare say, ducks. And what could we do for you, love? Well, I called about your advertisement. It's here somewhere. Which one was that, dearie?
There he is. What's he up to then? Shh, let's hide. We'll soon find out. Witches. I don't like it. Shh, listen.
Happen we've got a bottle of the secret lotion right here. Wondrous stuff it is, ducky. Works like magic.
Hear that? Magic, she said.
The price is 10 gold pieces to you, dearie. 10 gold pieces. But that's daylight, I mean moonlight robbery. Not when you see what it'll do for you, ducks. You won't know yourself, won't you know?
I knew it. He's going to change himself into something.
And the girls shall fair swoon when they see you.
Something nasty at that.
Oh, very well. Here's the money.
And here's the potion. Quick, back the ship. He's coming.
And remember, try it out first thing in the morning. Bye, dearie. Good luck.
The morning was clear and bright after the thunderstorm, and Pugwash and his crew were safely back aboard their ship. The captain slept well after his adventure with the witches, but the pirates woke anxious and early.
Meddling with the unknown. That's what it is. I don't like it. No, not me neither.
First thing in the morning, they said. Let's go and see what he's up to.
So the pirates set off for the captain's cabin. They passed Tom fast asleep in the storeroom and came to the cabin door.
He's not there.
He's not answering, you mean?
Maybe he is there, only, maybe he's changed like. We best effected entry. There you see, he's gone. Oh, no. Oh! It's like I said, he's changed himself. Oh, Captain, how could you? Yes, Captain. Pardon me, Captain. Morning, Captain. Oh, dear.
What's the orders for the day, Captain?
Fancy a tasty bit of seaweed for your breakfast, Captain?
Stuttering starfish, what are you all up to? I get up early to take a turn on the top deck, come back and find you all gaping at a... Oh, drat that cabin boy. Tom!
Yes, Captain?
What is this loathsome creature doing in my cabin? If you must collect tame toads, kindly keep them in your own quarters.
Sorry, Captain.
And now I must try out me new patent medicine. Amazing what you can buy these days. Works like magic, they say. Won't recognise myself once I've used it, and the girls will swoon with delight when they see me. My goodness, yes, me hearties. If those old ladies are right, it's fantastic what this hair restorative will do.
family in Hairyland, and we're the Hairy Fairies, telling all the stories
and singing in a band.
We had a little accident with our magic and turned the world hairy.
Oh, how tragic!
We ran out of spells in our hairy fairy tree,
but they don't care.
They love to be hairy. The HaHa Hairies, finding all the laughter in Hairyland. Ma, Pa,
and Minnie,
and don't forget there's Nana
and HaHa, the hairy pet.
But up on the hill in Chateau Shampoo, there's Boris Boo Hoo.
And Boise too.
Boris is trouble, you wait and see. But they don't care, they love to be hairy. The HaHa Hairies. The thing is, when you're driving round corners, you have to slow down. I mean, really slow. Oh, Wiggy? Hi there. You haven't seen Wiggy, have you? She was just there a moment ago, and now she's disappeared.
Woo! Oh, spooked you, spooked you.
Wiggy, don't do that. It's not Hairy Spooks Day yet.
I know, but it is nearly Hairy Spooks Day. I'm just practicing being a hairy spooklet.
Oh, no, not again. Not after last time. You won't believe this.
Oh, I'm telling it. This is a spooky story all about me. It was Hairy Spooks Day in Hairyland. Hairy Spooks Day is the day when everyone tries to spook each other, just for fun.
So the HaHa Hairies were going to Hairytown to buy some spooky things. Ooh.
Off they went in the Fluffer-Puffer-Poop.
They're going on a journey in the Fluffer-Puffer-Poop. Poop, poop. They're going on a journey in a happy hairy group.
Poop, poop.
Poop, poop. They zoom, zoom, zoom through Hairyland.
They hop, through the forest of trees. Oh, they're going on a journey in the Fluffer-Puffer-Poop.
Poop, poop, zoom, zoom, whiz, whiz. Poop, poop, zoom, zoom, whiz, whiz.
But up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone was bored. Can you guess who?
Boris Boo Hoo, what's he gonna do, Who? Boris didn't like Hairy Spooks Day, so he decided to stay in his factory.
We were watching him from our hidey pipes.
Boris Boo Hoo is no fun, is he?
Nope, he's just mean and lazy and jealous and greedy.
He'll never change, not in a million hairy years.
He might, though, if he met a hairy spooklet and they told him to change.
That's never going to happen. You do know hairy spooklets don't actually exist.
Are you sure, Quiff?
Huh? So there we were in the factory, watching Boris sleeping, which was quite boring, when suddenly... Woo! Boris woke up. He couldn't believe his eyes. What was that? Surely it wasn't, or was it?
Yes, this was the day Boris met a hairy spooklet.
Only it wasn't really a hairy spooklet.
No, it was me, hiding under a cloth.
No, stop. And then Wiggy started to talk like a hairy spooklet. She was trying to get Boris Boo Hoo to change his ways. First, she told Boris he had to stop pretending to be other people and throw away all his disguises.
Boris didn't like that idea one hairy bit. You know how he loves his disguises.
Ba-da-ba-da!
But Boris was so scared, he decided he'd better do as the hairy Spooklet said.
So he rushed off to his bedroom.
Wiggy, what were you doing?
That was fun.
Not for me, it wasn't. Enough now. No more hairy Spookleting.
But I've only just started.
Boris put all his disguises into rubbish sacks, and we watched him from the bedside table.
See? He's changed.
OK, so he's got rid of his disguises, but I bet he's still as lazy as ever.
And Quiff was right. Boris wanted someone else to shift all the sacks for him. So he rang the Boise bell.
And Boise came running in.
Boris told him to take all the sacks away, but he mustn't peek inside.
You see, Boise doesn't know anything about Boris's disguises.
Boris lay down on the bed for a rest.
What did I say? Lazy as ever.
I'm going to have to do something about this. Good job I brought my Spooklet costume.
Boris Boo Hoo was trying not to think about the hairy Spooklet when... There it was again! Oh no! Now Wiggy was telling Boris to stop being so lazy. No more making other people do all the work.
And Boris remembered all the times the HaHa Hairies had helped him.
Boris knew he had to do as the hairy Spooklet said, or he'd never get rid of her.
At that moment, Boise came back to collect the rest of the sacks.
But Boris said he'd finished the job. Boise must rest.
Boise thought his dad was being very odd. Was something wrong?
Yes! Boris had seen a hairy Spooklet and she'd talked to him.
Boise thought his dad must have been imagining it. There are no such things as hairy Spooklets.
Oh, that was close. Boise nearly caught you then.
HaHa, he can't catch me. Later, in the shampoo factory, Boris was feeling out of sorts. His head hurt, and he was still worried about the hairy Spooklet.
Wiggy, where are you?
Boise wanted to cheer his dad up, so he brought him this.
A huge hairy pear pie.
Boise told his dad to stop worrying and eat pie.
Boris picked up the hairy pear pie and was about to take a huge, greedy bite when Wiggy did this. The hairy Spooklet told Boris to stop being so greedy. He must give his hairy pear pie to the HaHa Hairies.
This was the hardest thing of all for Boris. You know how he loves hairy pear pie.
Oh, what is she like? Then Boise came back in with a drink for Boris.
Boris told Boise he was off to the HaHa Hairies' house to give them pie, because the Spooklet had told him to. Come on, we've got to follow Boris.
No, Wiggy, no more hairy Spookleting. I beg you, please.
The boo boo clatter bang is coming down the hill with a clatter bang, a bing, a bangity boo. The boo boo clatter bang is coming down the hill, and what is Boris going to do? And what is Boris going to do?
Bang-a-bangity-boo! When Boris reached the HaHa Hairies' house, there was nobody home.
So he put the hairy pear pie on the table and sat down to wait for them to come back. Boris couldn't stop looking at the pie.
But then he remembered the hairy Spooklet. If he didn't do as she said, she might come back and spook him again.
He's doing very well.
Wait and see, Wiggy. Wait and see. Boris Boo Hoo was trying so hard not to be greedy, but the hairy pear pie looked so good and smelled so good.
And before Boris could stop himself, he did this. Oh, Boris.
Boris had eaten the whole lot. And suddenly, he heard...
It was the Fluffer Poop. The HaHa Hairies were home.
Boris went into a panic.
The kind of panic that makes you hide under a tablecloth and pretend to be a hairy spooklet. So it's back to the disguises then.
The HaHa Hairies are coming. Hide.
The HaHa Hairies came in wearing their spooky things. They looked at each other. Somebody was trying to spook them. Who could it be?
Boris Boo Hoo! He'd spooked them, and they'd spooked him too.
The HaHa Hairies laughed and laughed.
Now Minnie was being a hairy spooklet, and Boris had made Hairy Spooks Day even better. It's a shame the hairy spooklet thing didn't work, Wiggy.
It nearly did, though. He nearly almost changed a bit. I should try again.
No, thank you, Wiggy. You're enough trouble being a hairy fairy.
Woo!
Wiggy, not again. It's not going to work. I already know you're not a hairy spooklet. You're not even wearing a hairy spooklet costume. Wiggy, can you stop now? Please. It's actually getting a bit boring.
You're just scared.
I might have a